All right, now we're going to shift horizontally along the x-axis. The textbook shows you f of x plus h and f of x minus h. Remember, h was the x value. All right, so here, though, it says shift left. You would think positive would mean shift right. Well, they have to throw something different in, right? So you're going to move in the opposite direction of the sign when you talk about the x-axis. Remember that. So here, if I see a positive, I'm going to actually move my parabola to the left that many places, and the negative to the right that many places along the x-axis. It will look like this. F of x plus h, the whole thing squared with the parentheses. You're going to move left along the h units along the axis, and here right h units along the x-axis. Don't let this throw you. Let's look at the equation, and you'll understand. The equation you're going to be given is f of x equals x plus 4, the whole thing squared. Now, notice it's not just x squared, but all this is being squared. Now, how do I know the difference that this horizontal shift along the x-axis and or along the vertical shift, the y-axis? Memory by association. You see the parentheses? There's one on the left side. There's one on the right side. You hear the words left and right? That means you're moving left and you're moving right, and that means you're moving and shifting along the x-axis. So anytime you see parentheses, you know you're going left and you're going right along the x-axis. So we're going to go ahead and draw our base parabola. Now, in front of the x over here, in front of the parentheses, it's positive. So we're going to draw the base parabola opening up. I'm going over to my origin, and I'm going to now do my dotted line, and I'm going to show my base parabola opening up. Now from here, I have to shift, not positive, I have to shift left 4 places. So I'm just going to go and just free-handed, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to be perfect. And this is where I'm going to go now and draw my parabola. And since it's open, I'm going to follow my base. And there you go with a solid line. And you have drawn f of x equals x plus 4 squared. Now, if we take a look down at this point here, this is our vertex. Now, let's see what that actual point value is. X here is a negative 4. And the y, I didn't move up or down. It's still 0. So my vertex is negative 4, 0. Now remember, we said x, h, and k. H and k. H and k, remember that, is x and y. This is an h. hk is xy. Now notice here, h, here's the h over here, is the positive 4. But if you remember, we said it's actually the opposite, so it's negative 4. And notice that that is the h here, hk. It all relates to each other, hk. So I know my axis of symmetry, x is going to be equal to whatever the vertex is, negative 4. And that's my axis of symmetry. Say it again. We looked over here, we did our base. Here's our base. We looked over here, and we know this is along the x-axis because of the parentheses. It's the opposite direction that we have. So we're going to move negative 4. We did, and we're right here. And negative 4 is the x value. 0 is your y value. We know this is hk. We know h. Look at how that was h. And we know that axis of symmetry is x equals negative 4 because it's always what the vertex is. And that would be the line right here through this. So if we're going to answer our 5 questions, we opened up, we shifted to the left 4 along the x-axis. Our vertex is negative 4, 0, and it is a min point, looking at the graph. And our axis of symmetry is x equals negative 4. Simple. It really is. Now, let's go on.
This is the end of the video.